Hello again, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Yukon Bob here with another video for you today from the Seadoo. In the truck right now, and we are heading today to a series of lakes in Kawartha country. It's the Kawartha Lakes, and it's about an hour and 40 minutes from where I am, so I should be there in about 45 minutes from now, something like that. We're going to ride a series of lakes today. This is part of the Trent Severn waterway system, so some of these lakes are going to be connected by some locks, and we'll have to go through some of those locks. It's a trip today with the Seadoo Tour riding group. I've only done one trip before this with them this year. They haven't been as active as they have been in past years, but they are riding today, so we'll see how many people show up. Kawartha Lakes is the ride today. Come along with us. We'll be on the water shortly, and we'll take a look at what the Kawartha Lakes look like all the way from one end to the other. Okay, so we're now here at the docking area. It's a great launch here, by the way. This is a really extra wide launch, nice and smooth into the water. I think it's called Rivera Park in Lindsay, and it looks like there's going to be a fairly big group of us today. There's at least I've counted so far about 8, maybe 9 skis here today, so big turnout today. The 3 founding guys of the Seadoo Tours, Ron, Greg, and Andrew, are all here, and it's going to take a little while to get everybody loaded in the water. Once we do that, we'll be out of here. Parking is at a premium here. There's not a lot of room for parking with trailers. Everybody's just kind of getting backed in wherever they can. Pretty tight. Greg is the official launcher. Isn't that slick? Question now is where to park. So this right out here is part of the Trent Severn waterway, and then it connects into the lake system. Kawartha Lake will be just a little bit further on down that way, and the town of Lindsay and Lindsay Lock is just up that way. Should be a nice calm day out on the water today. All right, how many of us are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 7, and one back there. That's 8 riders on the trip today. So that's quite a big group. It'll take a while when we refuel and stuff like that. 8 riders is quite a bit at one time, but it's a beautiful day, so everybody turned out today. There's a couple of our leaders, Ron and Greg.
Wasn't going out in the jet anymore,
Well, we've only been on Ortho Lake for about 7-8 minutes, and we've already lost 2 riders. Somewhere back there, there's 2 riders that are missing, so I don't know what's happened. This is the problem when you're riding with a larger group. There's always things that can kind of go wrong. So we're missing 2 guys somewhere, and I'm not sure what's going on here. Looks like they're talking to somebody on the shore over there. Check with Andrew here, see what's going on. What's happened?
sinking.
Sinking?
Yeah, I had this problem a few weeks ago, got it fixed.
Oh.
So we're gonna pump them out so that we can tow them.
Tow them back?
We've got to get them to
A ramp.
machine, to a launch,
Okay.
and then we can
Okay, so
get back to the truck.
that's the word. One of the Seadoos is taking on water and is sinking a bit, so we're gonna have to try and pump him out. Andrew's got stuff with him that he carries for doing that, and then we got to get him to a ramp and back to his vehicle. Yeah, the back end is down quite a ways.
Rod. All right, we're gonna look and see what the situation is and try to get it to that.
So it's Ron's machine, and it's just taking on water in the back. The back end is sitting pretty low. Yeah, you can see it there. Look how low the back end is in the water. Sure. He didn't get that far, did he? He must have been taking on water as soon as he left.
Oh, his battery's underwater. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means we're using mine.
So even if you pump it out, though, Andrew, isn't just going to come back in?
If it's not running, then
it will.
In theory, it should not put water inside. This is why I don't like you going alone.
Yeah, and I do it a lot.
This happens.
This happens, yeah. The other nice thing with riding with the group with Andrew is he's got all the gear that you need to fix anything, including a hole in the hull. Down in there.
Yep.
Okay, get down as low as I can. Nothing like working with electricity standing in the water. There's the hose. Now we got to keep this up above.
Was it pumping?
Yep.
Okay. It's coming up though.
Trick will be to keep it up a bit so that it doesn't refill right away.
Did you take the tank off?
Yeah, it's off.
It's going in on that side. I don't know much about electricity. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's the problem, eh? We're kind of going underwater still.
I don't think it's, we're not gaining at all. It's whatever's opened on the bottom end is coming in as fast as it's going out.
Well, therein lies the...
You won't be able to start.
Okay, so the plan is we're going to put a rope on this and tow it without a rider on it. There's a dock a couple kilometers up. Ron says we're going to tow it to the dock and get it up onto the dock.
Go on the far side of the dock. Got her.
Wow.
Awesome. One drop. The plug
Didn't
out. Get him.
What is it?
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
I wondered that when I was thinking. Both out?
Both?
They're gone?
Both forward, please.
That's probably all it is.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh no. Oh no.
It's up.
Hey, I checked mine this morning before I put it in,
Oh
so
no, it's the
I didn't even think about
The plugs are out.
it. I just did it now
Let's
because I
see,
said, oh,
let's
let
see,
him
let's
ride
see.
home with the
Let's
plugs
see.
out.
Hold them up. Oh no.
Right there, stop.
Whoa!
Back it up a little bit. Okay, let's put some water back in the
All it is the plugs were out. There's no hole. The plugs are out.
Coming up the road, I wonder how that just left the plugs out. I never.
Okay, folks, lesson learned. When you have a Seadoo, always check to make sure that the plugs are in before you put it in the water. Lesson number one. Because if you don't, this is what
You wanna know
happens.
something? These
They
machines,
fill up with water.
these machines, where they have these puppies, they're not visible. And you got a black hole. You do not see them. You actually have to physically go and touch them.
Spray paint them orange.
Something. I mean, they're there. They're underneath your step
Yeah,
up.
but who
You don't see them.
would think to check?
Me.
Because
I never undo them.
Well, you still may be able to go for a ride today.
Oh,
What the hell was that that came out?
Rock.
Start. You have your tongs?
One problem has now led to two problems.
Rock is what?
I got a stainless one as well.
Come on.
And I think I have my stock. Come on, doctor.
Try not to.
Gauze. Need some gauze. Get some gauze
Try
out.
not to kill the patient.
It's bleeding.
It's either that or I'm checking out the nurses.
That's probably what you're doing.
Where's your PPE?
And you got to check it from the other end too.
Come on. You know what you got to do there, Greg?
Oh right.
See the
so it wouldn't
locking thing? You got to remove those.
Jeez, it's still draining.
There's a lot of water in there. Look at the size of that puppy.
Wow.
go. Almost at the end.
Look at that.
Okay, anybody got a flashlight or phone with the light on it, please?
Who's got the phone?
I will. I'll get my.
Very busy back end.
So what are we doing, Captain?
We are going to go out there and keep going.
Okay, are we going to go for lunch somewhere now?
Oh yeah. Well,
Buckhorn?
eventually. Probably Buckhorn.
What's it called? The right on the water.
Here's a few minutes. Yeah, we'll probably make it more of a beeline for there.
So we started with 8 riders, and then we were down to 7 riders as Ron pulled his machine out of the water. And then just about 5 minutes later, an engine oil warning light came on another one of the machines, and now we were down to 6 riders for the day. So this is the Buckhorn lock, but it's really busy in here. There's hardly any place to tie up. It's just really tight. So I'm not sure we're going to be able to stop here. It looks like there's a really nice restaurant out there, a nice spot to stop for lunch, but any place to park, that's the problem. So this is something that you can do with Seadoos that you would not be able to do with boats when all the parking spots are gone. This is our last resort. You just sort of pull up and beach it, tie up to a willow tree, and we're in.
I'll give you some peace.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Here's to not sinking on the way up there.
Beer and lunch. Where are we? Buckhorn. At
India
Buckhorn.
Pale Lager instead of ale. IPA, IPL, that's what it is. They're good.
Not bad. Well, that's it, everybody, for another Yukon Bob video. Thanks very much for coming along on this trip through Kawartha country in southern Ontario. Had a great day today on the water. It's been fairly calm out here, fairly warm. We have had a couple of mishaps today. We started off with 8 Seadoos, and we're down to 6 at the end of the day. One of them almost sank. It helps if you put the plugs, apparently, into the back of the Seadoo. Anyway, lesson learned. It's a great day. Gonna just wrap it up. Thanks very much for coming along, and we will see you all on the next Yukon Bob video. Till then, take care, stay COVID safe. We'll see you next time.